Are you a parent struggling to have your kids keep their room clean? Well, one mom was sick and tired of picking up after her kids. She'd had enough, so she had an out-of-the-box punishment that went viral. She's here in our audience. Alice, tell us what you did.
Well, like most moms, especially those of teenagers, you tell your kid, please clean your room now, really, really clean your room. And then what happens? You end up going in there and cleaning it for them. So I decided to just pick up all of their stuff and put it into trash bags the exact way I found it in the room. So one bag might have one soccer cleat in it, along with some clean clothes, along with some dirty clothes. And then I put a note on their bedroom door for them to find when they got home from school that let them know where all of their stuff was, that let them know they could buy it all back from me at $25 a bag. Money could not come from any money that they'd already had saved, that the money could only come from the chores that they were supposed to already be doing.
How did they respond to this? I'm curious.
They were not as amused as I was. It was met with a lot of protest, and how could I, and this is horrible, and I've got a soccer game on Saturday, and what am I gonna do with my band practice? You've got my band music, and I need my Chromebook for school, and now I can't charge it. I don't know which bag the cord's in.
Is it true? I heard that through the grapevine that, so say soccer game coming up, that your son helped
both of my
so
two
that
little boys.
Your daughter could get, or
they were fantastic. So my two youngest sons are 9 and 12, and most little boys in a situation like that would be laughing their behinds off at their sisters. But especially my oldest son, he always wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's always thinking about somebody else. So he came and asked me what chores that I have that he could do, and I said, you're not in trouble, you don't need to do any chores, your room was clean. He said, yeah, but if I do some extra chores and get some money, can I buy some of the bags back for Liliana?
Oh, how nice is that?
And I thought, oh my goodness, how do you say no to that?
So in a way, it feels like it brought them together as siblings, but where I want to go ahead and move this conversation, because this is where I was a bit befuddled. I guess you got some negative feedback, and someone threatened to call Child Protective Services on you.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I ended up posting a couple of pictures along with what I did on Facebook, thinking that maybe a couple of friends and family might get amused by it, and I really didn't think anything else would come from it. I never expected it to go viral and I had people contacting me from Japan, from India, from France, you know, from Italy. And some of them were like, man, this is the most clever thing I've ever heard of. I'm so totally gonna do this with my kids. And then, like you said, there were some that were telling me how horrible I was, that I was psychologically damaging my kids. There was a lady that...
Yeah, let me respond to that. You aren't psychologically damaging your kids. This isn't abuse. It isn't neglect. As a matter of fact, I think it's a creative way to take control.
And kids not only need to be disciplined, they want to be disciplined to a certain extent.
They do. They need to learn to be disciplined sometimes. The only thing that I would even add that maybe you told your kids is, my kids have to do chores because they're part of a community. Yes. When you live with people, you help out. And so some of the chores need to happen that you don't get paid for, that you don't get a bag for. You do it because you live here and it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think certainly very creative. Thank you so much for sharing this inventive way with us. Yes. And it seems like everything worked out. Good stuff. We'll be right back.